Hello, NASCAR racers. This is your captain speaking. Are you ready? Are you ready for takeoff? All right. In 3, 2. I didn't think this would happen, but it happened. I burned out from Apex Legends. And this is by far one of the worst seasons of Apex Legends ever. At least for me. A person coming from Season 9 starting on mouse and keyboard, even though I played Season 0 on console and the following 3 seasons. I don't like where this game is going, and I don't like it right now. I wanted to get comical for this video, but I can't. I literally can't. This game is in a confusing state right now. And the thing is, I don't think a lot of people would disagree with me. I've been playing the game for a year on mouse and keyboard. And when I first started out, I was trash. I wasn't good at the game, like, at all. I was not an FPS person coming before this. Yes, I played FPS games growing up. I played Call of Duty. I played Halo. I played other type FPS games, third-person shooters, whatever. And I didn't really take it that serious. I always played video games for fun. When Apex came around, it was an entirely different experience for me as far as the type of genre that I was playing in a game. I mean, you had movement and you had guns that were really weird to aim with, at least from my perspective, because every gun in this game plays so different. And because every gun plays so different, and because there is movement in this game, it's unique. And it makes it challenging and hard. This is one of the hardest games that I've ever played in my entire life. And I've been playing video games since I was 4. The draw of this game for me was how hard it was and the level of skill that you needed to actually be good at the game. I mean, the mixture between game sense, hand-eye coordination, and staying calm within situations is what makes it fun. And of course, being able to style on people as you please. If you were that good at the game, you could come up with some pretty crazy clips and shots. And so because the game was challenging for me, there was a lot of replayability, and every time I kept playing this game and I would leave and I would stop playing for the day, there's always this feeling inside of me that I wanted to keep getting better. I just wanted to keep getting better. I wanted to keep playing, and that was my goal. I wanted to get better, and eventually I did get better. Got some business to take care of. Whoa, what? 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 What is he doing? Just screwed himself. Holy shoot. Oh, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. Damn it. I don't have bullets for this.
Squad down. It's coming in.
I'm gonna try to play the box to give you angles.
They broke my shield.
Yo, one shot. What is one shot?
Care package.
I think you get the point. 2,000 hours later into the game, and I got better at one of the hardest games that has ever been created, in my opinion. But I only got better because I dedicated a lot of time into this game. And I'm not just talking about like once every few days. I'm talking about like almost every day. I mean, even on the weekends, I would stay at home just playing because I wanted to get better. But the way that I'm looking at it right now, we reached the point where the game isn't that great right now, and it may never be. I don't know. I can't predict it. And I believe I know the reasons why, and why it's getting boring for most people, and most particularly why it's getting boring for me. And it's because when you sign into a game like Apex, they don't give you a lot of options to play whatever you want to play. That's the problem. The core gameplay in itself is great. Apex has a very, very solid core game. But the problem is that everything surrounding it is kind of stale. And especially in Season 14. Season 14 Split 1. The map in rotation is Kings Canyon. And not everybody likes Kings Canyon. The game is at a point where people play a certain way, skill-wise and style-wise. They don't want to be playing in Kings Canyon for specific reasons. The problem that Respawn has is that they don't give the players an option to choose how they want to play. And I'm stating this as I was inspired by watching Ackman's video on the state of 343 and Halo Infinite. And the thing with Halo Infinite was they released the game with very few playlists and very few matchmaking type games. And the only thing that they had to support it was just how good the gameplay was. But because the content is so low, and because they don't have the core Halo fundamentals like Forge and certain matchmaking type playlists, the game is stale. It's boring. And I feel that's the same problem that's going on with Apex Legends. Because Apex Legends in its current state is forcing players to play a map that they don't like and to play in general in a way that they don't like. Apex Legends, at least Respawn, only puts out a limited time game mode once every blue moon. And that game mode will probably only lasts for like 20 days. And usually those game modes are fun. I mean, Control, for example, a lot of people like Control. For me, it can get boring, but Control is, for some reason, very hot when it comes out. But it doesn't last. It only lasts for like 20 days, and then people are forced to just play Battle Royale and Ranked again. And yes, they have arenas, but not everyone wants to play arenas. Arenas is a completely different style of play that not everyone wants to participate in. And frankly, for me, it gets boring sometimes. So outside of any other mode that Respawn puts in the limited time game mode section, you only have Battle Royale and arenas, and then you have Ranked. And right now, Ranked sucks. I couldn't even tell you why Ranked sucks, except for the fact that maybe there's a lot of third parties and Kings Canyon is kind of boring. You know, after playing Ranked for a while, there's something demotivating about it. I mean, I was just watching a Twitch streamer called Noko who was complaining about the state of Apex, and in a way has similar feelings that I'm expressing.
Stay alive. Just stay alive. Play your life.
I just die here.
I might have well. I'm in the fucking zero ult as well.
So annoying, dude.
What is that? He was literally walking through my building.
Holy apes. Did you get audio, Noko?
No, none. This man literally just fucking walks up the stairs, opens the door, slides in my face, and all I heard was the last 2 steps when his gun was in my ass. Like, there's just no way this game is real.
Oh.
There's no
Damn.
way this game is real, man. I'm trying so hard not to be mad. I'm about to switch to Fortnite, dog. I really am. About to just do Fortnite no build. Skins released on the daily. Updates done all the time.
Did they bring back
all
the
the
patch notes?
time. You know
There's
what's
a
Sad when
Windows
somebody who makes 15 fucking, or it takes 2 months to make a fucking modded Apex is better than the actual game itself. It's
Being
better than
lost,
your
but,
own
like,
game. It's
yeah,
better
like-
than your own fucking game that you've had for 3 years. Mobile's already done 5 times better things being under a fucking different company. It's gross. It's fucking frustrating, man.
And to piggyback on what Noko was saying, Fortnite does have consistent updates, and at least the skins are a lot cooler than they are in Apex. Like, yes, I don't like Fortnite. Personally, even with no build, I still don't like Fortnite. But they get something right. They update the game, and they give cool costumes. Why can't Apex do that? Let me explain why the game has been alive for so long. The game has been alive for as long as it has because it's completely unique. There's nothing like it on the market. A movement type shooter that plays as well as it does. And yes, it's not perfect. You get no reg shots, you get audio problems, but the core gameplay is still great. However, Apex Legends is a live service game, and for it being out for 3 years, not much has been updated. I mean, yes, we get new maps every few seasons, we get a new legend every season, but the problem is that it's not enough. On top of that, Respawn or EA or whoever, I don't care, whoever is responsible for pushing out updates or managing that, why is there no custom games for this game? Like, why? Now Apex is coming out with a new mode called Gun Game. It's technically Gun Game. They call it Gun Run. It's Gun Game. They just called it Gun Run for, you know, they don't want to copy Gun Game, I guess. And we're 3 years into the game already for them to add a mode like this. Why couldn't they have added that way before? There's plenty of FPS shooters like Call of Duty who has had this game mode since the release. And yet now they're finally deciding to add this as a game mode. And it's only limited time still. So it's not going to last very long. But it's cool. You have a gun game in Apex. I would love to try that out. You see, the problem is that people have been playing the game in the same way for the past 3 years. And when you get limited to play in a map that no one wants to play in, and it's been the same gameplay for the past 3 years, people are going to get bored. The problem that Respawn has is that they're not prioritizing the game to be fun. I don't even know what they're prioritizing. People will say it's money. And to be honest, I don't know if it has something to do with management at EA, since EA is the umbrella company for Respawn. But still, just because a game at its core is good doesn't mean it's going to be fun. And if it's fun in the moment, it's not going to last forever. But when Kings Canyon comes around, I'm like, nope, I'm skipping that. I'm not going to play Kings Canyon. Who wants to play Kings Canyon? I sure don't. What Respawn needs to do in order to bring back people, because people will play this game if they have more options and they're having fun, what they need to do is give people a little bit of a choice to decide perhaps what map should be in rotation or what map should be queued up when they're queuing. Halo 3 did this. Call of Duty did this. I don't know why Respawn isn't adopting these kinds of features into a game that's so popular. I mean, as hard as this game is, this is probably one of the most popular games out there on the market. And I find it surprising that people would play this game because of how hard it is. I mean, this is probably one of the games out there that I have come to find out that there are so many beautiful girls that play this game. And yes, it sounds weird, but it's true. There's a good amount of streamers on Twitch who are girls that play this game, and they often are attractive, I would say. I mean, take a look at this girl. She plays this game. She's beautiful. So Apex already has the market, but they don't leverage their own potential to make the game better. And that's the main issue. They have great gameplay. They have a great sandbox. The lists of guns that are in the game are fantastic. At least if you actually care to learn how to use those guns, because not everyone does. Everyone has a specific loadout that they want to go for. But if you care enough to actually try out the guns, it's actually a very well-versed gun set that the game has, because they all play differently. But the problem is that Apex just does not Respawn just does not leverage the potential that they have to make the game even better and funner. They limit themselves and they focus on things that shouldn't be focused on too much. It doesn't matter how much passion Respawn might have for the game, or any developer for that matter. If the game isn't fun, then it doesn't matter how passionate you are. It doesn't matter what you do for the game. If you don't make it fun, if you don't prioritize it, people aren't going to care. And they're going to get bored, and they're going to get frustrated, and they're going to play other games. Look at games like Halo 3. Look at games that were successful in the past. Halo 3 is the biggest success of an FPS that I can list right now. And yes, there's been notable ones as well, like Battlefield, but Halo 3 was probably one of the, if not probably the most fun game that I remember in my childhood. And it's because there were so many options that people had. They had a great sandbox. They had a great custom games. They had a great forge. People could share maps. People could choose what maps they wanted to queue in if they were matchmaking. There's just so many options that they had. They could play co-op in campaign. I mean, yes, Apex Legends doesn't have a campaign, but they could play co-op. Apex isn't thinking outside the box, man. Or Respawn, I'm sorry. Holy shoot.